Hello everyone and welcome back to VTrends. VTrends brings a new video of the After BTech series powered by SimpliClarify. SimpliClarify is a platform for the undergrad students to have one-to-one sessions with mentors who have achieved what they aspire to do. They have mentors in MNCs to alumni students from prestigious universities abroad who can guide you in your journey. Today we have with us Miss Rachna Reddy. So we'll start today's session. So, ma'am, will you like to introduce yourselves to the audience?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Rachna, and I'm currently doing my master's in computer science at Columbia University. And I recently graduated from VIT Vellore in computer science. And a bit about my academic journey. I have a CGPA during my applications. I had a CGPA of 8.53. I had about 4 internships and 4 research papers, and I had a couple of online certifications and a good amount of 5 to 6 projects. And I also had a bit of community service and extracurricular activities. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. So great to have you here. So let's start with our first question. So basically, what made you choose USA? Like, you have been pursuing your education in Columbia University. So what made you choose USA and especially Columbia University? Like, what was the motive behind it?
I think personally, I knew that I wanted to go into IT field and coding and all of that. And I knew that USA is the hub for it and it's really known for it. And it also has great opportunities. And I think specifically, if I have to talk about Columbia University, first thing I would say is professors. They're amazing professors. They've done amazing field in their work. They've done like amazing work in their field. And also I feel like the research labs and all of those, I think it's amazing at Columbia University. And also one of the main reasons is also because of the city, the New York City. I feel like it has great opportunities, even in terms of internships, job searching. I know it's much easier to search in the city other than like any other place. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's a dream of every student, like studying in abroad, like cities like New York, and yeah, it's literally a dream. So, yeah. So basically, moving on, like for the past almost 2 years, we have been like facing this COVID situation throughout the world. Everything is like come to a standstill. So, like, did this COVID thing impact your decision on going to the abroad? Like, did it have any impact? Or if it had any impact, like how did you counter it?
Yeah, I definitely think that it had an impact because it was such a huge thing. It was for so long that I did not want my master's program to get hinged by it in any way. I think the first problem is the fact that we didn't know the job searching because we didn't know it was going to be online. And the thing is, the fact that a lot of people from the previous year have deferred. I know that once we graduated, it's going to be a huge number for the job search. Once we graduated, that was one factor. And also during admissions, because a lot of people deferred, it would be difficult for us to get an admit because there are a limited number of seats for the universities as well. And I think these were some of the factors that I did consider. And I was like, do I have to maybe instead work for a while and then go for my master's. But then I think I realized that this was something that I wanted to do and I wanted to do immediately after I graduated. So I think at the end, it didn't matter. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So moving on, like I had told you, like it's a dream to like study in any of the universities. So like, when the email arrived, like you have been selected for one of the Ivy League colleges, like what was your feeling there at that moment?
Honestly, so my dream university was actually Carnegie Mellon University. I applied for computer science and master's there. So I was like eagerly waiting for that because I think once the dream university is set, you're only focused on that. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. So the same day that I received a reject from Carnegie Mellon, I got an admit from Columbia. So I feel the sadness of Carnegie Mellon has like nullified. And then I think the Columbia admit has sunk in much later, where I'm like, okay, so this is a big deal or something like that. But I think it's good. It's a good feeling. But I also feel it gives more responsibility. Like I feel more responsible. Like even when, because of this platform, I've been interacting with a lot of undergraduate students or potential master students, and who have been telling me that, this is where I want to be and all of that. So I feel like I'm setting a path for them or an example for them. So I feel more responsible in that way. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So now, like, it's a very common question for who are studying undergraduate. Like, when do we start preparing for the higher education? Like, many students wait till the third year and then say, like, now we'll start for higher education. Or you think that it's better to start early during the second years and third years and all, because like after the third year, it might be too late for you to like start your preparation. So, what, according to you, may be the right time?
So, I mean, I feel like if you are preparing for your exams and all, I feel third year is fine because that's when I wrote my GRE, my TOEFL, and all of that. But building your profile has to be as early as possible. So that can start around, I would say, start first year itself. You don't have to focus on that. You shouldn't be like, okay, I'm going for a master's, so these are the things that I have to do. But you can just explore different things because as VIT, it gives us many opportunities. And I feel like another university with, with other things also give you better opportunities. So I feel like explore your options, see different things, and then choose your path that you want to go into. So I think in terms of building your profile, I would definitely say do it as early as possible. But like your SOP and your LORs and your exams, I think that can start in your third year. That's not a problem.
Okay. So basically, you mentioned about starting like SOPs and LORs from a little time ahead. So, like, do you have any brief tips of writing the SOP, or how much will it impact on you applying for the higher universities? Like, what do you have any like procedures for writing the SOP? Like any tips or anything important points to be there?
So I think first of all, I think SOP is one. I feel that it's created a lot of impact on my profile, and I feel like a lot of profiles as well, because that is where the university actually sees the reason behind that you're applying for the university. Rest everything is your resume. It's like a fact machine. That's it. Like there's nothing about why you're applying to that university. So I feel like they know about you or the reason why you're applying for that university through your SOP and your essays. So I feel like that's why it creates a very huge impact, because I feel like universities in US, abroad universities, care more of the reason why you're applying or your interests, and the reason is like very important. So any tips? I would say keep it authentic, keep it something that you would want to say, keep it your story. I wouldn't say just go in someone other's path just because they got an admit, because everyone has their own journey. So if you keep it that way, then I feel like it like everyone has their own journey. So I feel like if that's your journey and that's your actual story, I feel like it should be put out in your SOP. And as I already said, I think it's much easier if you start early, and you can start sending your SOP to your other seniors, and you can get some feedback.
Right.
Because they know the process, they can understand which university works more in which way and which university doesn't. So I feel like that difference through seniors you can get to know much better. So yeah, I think these three would be the main three tips.
Okay, so like we have to reach out to seniors. So it's coming questions to you, like how will the students reach out to you for their guidance, and like how would SimpliClarify help students to help in their journey going ahead in their life? Like if they want to apply abroad and all, they want to get higher studies in some places. So how would SimpliClarify help them?
Personally, I think you can reach out to me through SimpliClarify. It's a great platform. I think one of the main reasons is also because my schedule during, it's very tight.
Yeah.
But I feel like here I will be able to focus completely on that particular student. And I feel like I've helped in my own way within that 30-minute session that they've taken with me. And I think SimpliClarify is a great platform because personally, when I was applying, as I told you, I applied to requested a lot of seniors. Some of them responded, some of them didn't respond because they were busy. They had their own reasons for it. So it was very difficult for me to contact everyone, send my SOP, get some feedback, and then do my edit, or just ask any kind of specific doubts about the application process, how to write my resume, the form, all of those things. It took a lot of time. I had to start much early, to get to know these things. But I feel like a
Right.
platform like this really helped students to get all the information at once from someone who you do admire that university or look up to that person. And I feel like it's much easier process and less time taking for the students. And also, I believe that it's not just for higher education; it's also for job searching, any internships opportunity, and all of these. So I think it's great. I think it's a great platform. Yeah.
So, like to end with, do you want to give any tips and suggestions to the audience who would like to apply? Your personal tips, anything?
Yeah, I would say start early because it just gives you more time to prepare and to edit and like all of those things. And I think anything that you do in the end will create some kind of confusion or some kind of anxiety. So I feel like it's better that you start as soon as possible. And do not worry if you have a low GPA because I have personally experienced a lot of people telling me, I mean, I'm not saying like a really low GPA, I'm talking about 9 plus. It's not required that you need to have 9 plus. I think I can be an example here because I feel like it's not just one thing that the universities look at. There are a lot of factors that they look at. It's not just a GPA and they're like, that's it. So I feel like you can start building your profile in other areas if you feel that your GPA is not that great. So that is one thing that I would say. And also, I would say be patient once you finish your application because I know, and a lot of my friends as well, they had a lot of anxiety. We used to wake up in the night just to check our mails. But I think I would say trust the process and be patient. It's okay. Like, I think everything will be good at the end. And especially because that's the time when the placements start in like all the universities. So all of your friends will be getting placed, and then you're like, will I even get an admit?
Yeah.
Which I think happens to everyone, but it's okay.
Everyone.
Like, just trust yeah. So I'd say just trust the process and be patient. I think everything will fall into place. Yeah.
Even now we are facing like people are getting internships here and there, and I'm like sitting idle doing what and all. So applying here and there. So like, yeah, everyone faces this. Yeah. It was great to have you, Rachnati, with us here. So it was a very informative and helpful session while interacting with you. Thanks a lot to be here with us. Subscribe to BeTrends for more updates across all platforms. Don't forget to share this video. See you guys in the next episode. Hey guys, you can book one-to-one sessions with mentors like Rachna at SimpliClarify.com. Don't forget to check the link in the description box. See you guys. Bye.